Reading from Bṛhad-bhāgavatāmṛta, Volume 2, Text 1. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Śrī Janamejaya uvācasatyaṁ sac-chāstra-vargārtha saṅgṛhya durlabhaḥ sva-mātre pitrā kṛṣṇa-premṇā prakāśitaḥ. Śrī Janamejaya said, "Truly my father gleaned the essential meaning of all eternal scriptures, and with great love he revealed to his mother that rare, confidential truth. Om uvācasatyaṁ gananjana shalakaya taksura-militam-yena tasmai Śrī Gurave Namaha Śrī Chaitanya-manobhishtam stapitam yena bhutale sayam rupa kadabhayam dadati sapadantikam vancha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhu bhayevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So greetings from Govardhan in Kartik. It's kind of like a marathon. There's a combination of increased sadhana, and not in a bad way, increased social life too. Devotees are visiting. Brajasundari Radha just left. Tota Gopinath just left. Kaustubha's very happily staying in the Govardhan Hilton. The whole thing is not the Govardhan Hilton. I just saw for the guest room they bought one of these memory foam beds or something, the most comfortable beds. And then Sabyasachi asked me if I wanted in my room. No. Hiranyakashipu, gold and soft bedding. Not for the sannyasi. My mattress is pretty good, nonetheless. So, yeah, it's nice. And going in the morning, today I went alone, the Govardhan side. I can make it a little bit over 2 hours. Yeah, good pace there. And then I come around, then I buy nice garlands for my deities, worship the deities, and today writing Monday morning greetings. So, yeah, so it's great, we all together. This is my, and I'm very appreciative. I see the names. This is our core Sanga, the people serious about devotional service that hear regularly. That's the key. Nasta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya. Nityam, every day, Bhagavata Seva. And as Prabhupada said, It means the book Bhagavat or the person Bhagavat, they're not different. Because you serve the book Bhagavat, you hear about the person Bhagavat. If you serve the person Bhagavat, you hear about the book Bhagavat. Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu. Nashta, those things that are nasty. Not prayeshu. No, nashta means destroyed. I thought nashta means nasty, but nashta, those things that are destroyed. Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu, things that are inauspicious are destroyed. So this is the process, and I think some of you have been with me almost, a few of you, since the beginning, about 12 years, just regularly, and you can see how it changes our consciousness if we just hear regularly with faith. So, yeah. So I'm kind of feeling some pride. We finished one book, and if you can have this book, it's great. And you can also read the purports, but I'm not going to read the purports because somehow reading something, even if it's very good, it doesn't give you the ability to shift and keep, when you're when you're a communicator, you know people's minds, and it's a mystical connection, so you can keep people absorbed. So, I mean, the purports are so well written. So this is Janamejaya. You remember him? This was at the very beginning when Sanatana Goswami was trying to figure out how to communicate the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is Parama, what is it? Tasya Parama Antim, the top end thing, is not very easy. It's the most confidential things are difficult to understand, because confidential means the frame of reference is in someone's heart. And if he puts it externally, people won't understand it because they don't have that frame of reference. So this is very confidential stuff. And so he's figuring out how to communicate it. Because when you communicate things that are confidential, then you have to give people the frame of reference to understand it. And therefore you have to really deeply understand their mind and what their frame of reference is, and build it up in such a way that they can hear truth, so that when truth is spoken, truth is heard. So he channeled this dialogue between Jaimini Rishi and Janamejaya. And Jaimini Rishi, and I have to say this in my local vernacular, was no slouch. He was something special. Because he was actually sitting there when this dialogue was spoken between Parikshit and his mother. He was there at Maharaj Parikshit's death. He had a special concession, I believe, if I remember the purports right. So Janamejaya, remember, was hearing the Mahabharata, and when he heard the Mahabharata, it had a different twist. And remember, a very key point is that what Shastra is the message, not the form. The form communicates the message, and the form may change to accommodate the frame of reference of the audience. So there's a Mahabharata, which is the history of India and the whole thing. And then there's another Mahabharata with a frame of reference for people who can accommodate the beauty of Krishna. And it's almost like the Bhagavatāmṛta. And when he heard that Mahabharata, he was just kind of, blown away. And he asked if there was a kila, because the Mahabharata from Vaishnampayana, the Mahabharata, the common Mahabharata that we heard, the Hari Vamsa is a kila, or a small, just like I think a kila of the Vedas is the Vedanta Sutra, something. And he said, yes. And then he told this story to Janamejaya, when his father, who was Maharaj Parikshit, after he heard the whole Bhagavatam, and his mother came, and his mother wanted the nectar, or as I say, translated to my local vernacular, the nectar. He wanted the nectar. He wanted that nectar. She wanted that nectar. And he gave a summary of the Bhagavatam in a different form, because the audience was Mother Uttara, and he didn't have 7 days. He only had the last 12 hours of his life. So he spent most of it just giving his mother this story. So now Janamejaya, we're back to there, if you can, the story within the story within the story within the story. We're back to Janamejaya, and he's talking about his father, that he gleaned. This is what happened when he heard it. He Artha Sara. Artha, meaning, Sara, the essence of meaning, of sac-chāstra-vargārtha, of the whole lineage of Shastra. His father understood that. And with Krishna-premṇā, with love, he gave that to his own mother. The Artha Sara, the essence of the Shastra, that saṅgṛhya, which had been collected, and he gave that to his mother. Bṛhad-bhāgavatāmṛta bodhi payusham idam apibam datripyami munishreshta tvanmukham bhojavastitam. O best of the sages, I cannot drink enough of this nectarian ocean of Srimad Bhagavatam, its fragrance enhanced by contact with your lotus mouth. So Srimad Bhagavata Ambadhi Pusan, the nectarian ocean of the Srimad Bhagavatam. And the tripyami, I'm not satiated by drinking this nectar. I'm not satiated by it. Because he's heard, now that he's heard what we heard, the first certain 7 chapters. So I can't get enough. Vayam the tu vitriptatma uttama shloka vartate yachin vitam rasa jnanam swadesva. We never get satisfied by this. It only increases. The very thing we take to pacify our hunger only increases our hunger. But that hunger is pleasure, because that hunger is love. So, and it's not only hearing that, but its fragrance is enhanced. It becomes greater by contact with the lotus mouth of his guru. So he wants to hear. He heard tasted the nectar in part 1, and the Bṛhad-bhāgavatāmṛta, the story of God that's full of riches, and they're like boundless oceans, not only vast books, but very deep in the scope of their ideas. So this Bṛhad-bhāgavatāmṛta is unfathomably deep, this ocean, and the ideas, and he's drunk it, yet his thirst is not quenched. Especially because Jaimini has mixed it with the nectar of his own lotus mouth, and Janamejaya is thirsty here, is so much stimulated, he cannot hear enough. Tanmata putrayor vidvam samvada katyatam tayor sudha sara mayon yopi Krishna-katha labdayo. Therefore, learned one, please tell me what other nectarian topics were discussed by the mother and son who were greedy to enjoy the taste of Krishna's lotus feet. So, yeah, he just wants to tell me more about this. So, in one sense, it was the conclusion. It wound up in Goloka Vrindavan, but again, the idea is you just keep on hearing from different angles in different ways the same point. It becomes sharper and sharper and sharper in your consciousness. It affects your heart more and more and more. Śrī Janamejaya uvāca Naitat sva-saktito rajam bhaktum gyatum shashakyate sarvagyanam chadurgayam Brahmanu bhavinam api. Śrī Jaimini said, O king, so now the guru is speaking disciple, to understand or speak about these topics by one's own strength is impossible. Even all-knowing sages who directly perceive the absolute truth find them difficult to comprehend. Because the absolute truth does not move by any specific laws. It moves by its will. So the very nature of the absolute truth is inconceivable potency. So it's not that. There, I tell that lecture I gave, Can God Be Blue? A Study of Krishna. And then, I begin by answering the question, can God be blue? If there's a reason why he's blue, he's not God, because something is causing his nature. Can God be blue? He can be anything he wants. So it may not exactly conform. Yeah, I'm writing my Monday morning greetings, which is not easy to write now because of Kartik. Because usually I write in the morning. Now I get up and I chant. And it's so nice to get up and chant early. It's right, but it's writing was and I think I'm going to continue like this, because you kind of become addicted to a certain consciousness that comes from sadhana. So you just, and there's nothing to do in the morning. There's no distraction pulling you external, and it's just like, wow. It becomes so easy. And, but then writing during the day becomes more difficult. But what I'm writing on is something that, it's a unique idea I have. It's called the mind of Prabhupada. And I'm trying to figure out why he completed the Bhagavatam, the 13th chapter, even though from a physical standpoint, it doesn't seem he should have continued because he was on his back. He was in pain. He hadn't eaten. And, hearing those commentaries, and then you have to assimilate them and dictate. And I said that the epiphany I had is when I started teaching that, and some of the longest and deepest purports. And I started to figure out, why did Prabhupada make this effort? And I came to the conclusion, trying to understand Prabhupada's mind, is that in the Brahma Vimohan Leela, so vividly is described Krishna's divinity, like no other place in the Bhagavatam, with this story, where the Yajna is Balakeli, that we have to understand that young boy is God. Yajna means eats all this, omnipotent, eats all the yajnas. And we understand, so I had this image that Prabhupada was struggling to finish because it was so important to have that concept solidified before we entered the next pastime where the gopis are introduced. My theory. So this is what Prabhupada was thinking. So Jaimini Rishi is understanding how difficult it is, durgayam, to speak. It's difficult to comprehend or speak about these topics by swa-shaktita, by one's own shaktita. Difficult to vatum, gatum, to speak, to understand by swa-shaktita, by our own strength. Impossible. It's shakyate, it's not possible. Even the sarva-jnanams, durgayam, even the ones that have sarva, all knowledge, those great, it's difficult for them to comprehend. So, Krishna bhakti rasambodhe prasadad bhararayane parikshid uttara parshve navishto shrausham anjasa. But Bhadarayani is an ocean of the rasa of Krishna bhakti. Krishna bhakti rasambodhe. And by his mercy, I sat near Parikshit and Uttara and directly heard their conversation. So Jaimini Rishi was there. So he's answering, if it's beyond the mind, how was I able to understand this? He says, I was empowered. I was empowered. And therefore, because he had sat and heard the Bhagavatam from Shukadeva Goswami, he was there too, and he was empowered. Kind of Parikshit, when he was instructing his mother, he allowed him to sit there. So he was there. Param gopyam api snigde shashe vakyam iti shruti tatshrutyam mahabhaga galoka mahimadina The Vedas say that to a loyal disciple, one may speak even the most confidential secret. Therefore, most fortunate one, please hear the glories of Golok. So this is also a very interesting point, because confidential things can be misunderstood. So you can give them to someone who doesn't understand them if they have faith, because then they'll make the effort to try to figure it out. But if one doesn't have faith, they'll just reject it or misunderstand it. And it could lead to a lack of faith, or it could lead to even offense, or it can lead to misunderstanding. So when one sees that the disciple has faith, then the confidential subjects can come out, which may be beyond the disciple's frame of reference, but they'll hear it properly and they'll try to understand it, which is why Prabhupada didn't reveal his nature, his eternal position with Krishna. He wouldn't reveal that because disciples didn't have the frame of reference. And with Prabhupada, it's not just a few disciples, it's the world. And it's new people from all over the world coming. So look who Prabhupada's audience was and how sensitive he had to be to that audience. So, Sri Krishna Karuna Sara Pata Nirdhara Satkatam Shrudvabhut Paramananda Purna Tava Patamahi. After your grandmother, Janamejaya, that's the mother of Maharaj Bṛhad, is his grandmother. After your grandmother heard the sacred narrations about the search for the person most favored by the essence of Krishna's mercy, she was filled with the highest bliss. So this we saw. She must have, hearing this instruction and having so much faith, and then hearing this nectar, and it gets, we've experienced by hearing this pastime of the 7th chapter of the Bṛhad-bhāgavatāmṛta, with Krishna explaining to Satyabhama. It was so rasika, it was so filled with rasa, because it was so laden from every personality with that glories of Braja, the glories of Braja. And I'm here, Braja Devi's in class, and Jamuna Pavani's here in class today. We have this ashram. I love having a little ashram. We have a little Damodarastakam. We have guests coming. Small, it's not so much facility, but it's so good. And we're just talking about how fortunate we are to be here in Braj. Inconceivable fortune to be here in Braj. The atmosphere is just surcharged, and I don't know. You just go on Prikram and it's packed today. I guess it's going to get more and more crowded every day, because Tuesday's Ekadasi, from the Ekadasi to Purnima. You may not understand unless you've been in New York. In terms of the amount of people and the force of people coming one way on that Prikram path, it rivals the Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York. It goes down Fifth Avenue, you can't walk up the opposite way. That's how many people are there. And so it's just nice, just seeing the sadhus and the Vaishnavas and all these people doing Dandavat Parikram. Old people, young people, doing this Dandavat Parikram. And today it was so quiet in the morning. I go at 4. Very quiet. Yeah. So she heard about this search. What we heard, she heard. With what? Paramananda. With the Ananda, that the top Ananda, she was Paramananda Purna, filled, because Sat-chāstra-vargārtha, Shrutva, having heard this sacred narration about Karuna-sāraḥ, who has the sar, the essence of mercy, who is the patra, who is the recipient of that mercy. She was filled with the highest bliss. Tadrid bhakti visheshasya gopikanta patabjayo shrutum phala vishesham tad bhogastanam chitatsantamam vaikuntad haribo. Haribo, come in. Yes, nice to see you. Yes, Hare Krishna. Okay. Yes?
Cheese.
Oh, yep.
My husband have cow.
What's
And her husband has a cow. She brought paneer.
from?
Не панир, а сыр.
No, this is not paneer, but this is the cheese.
From
From Belarus.
where in Russia?
Belarus.
What?
Belarus.
Is that for me?
Я. Только я не
I want to show.
Я не предлагалась.
Here,
This is not offered because
just show everybody. That's my audience.
Hare Krishna.
What?
Hare Krishna.
You see what I mean in Bṛhad? Someone brought me, unbelievable. Look at this. Homemade cheese. All the way from her own cow in Belarus. That's a disciple of Uvācasatyaṁ Goswami who gave me this place. He actually gave it to me. I just have to make some arrangement how I want to get it. I mean, I can buy it very cheaply, like whatever I want. But it's nice. So this disciple comes to serve him, but unfortunately, he's not feeling well. And what happens to everyone is there's a particular time in your life that traveling is finished. He's hoping in January, maybe he can come. He was here just after COVID, and then he had thyroid cancer, which is it's the least serious of all the cancers somehow, but he had that, and then doesn't stop his bhajan. He can be because in advanced Krishna consciousness, you don't chant the name chants you. That's it. It doesn't matter pain. The bhajan is even, the thoughts are even higher. Thoughts are even higher. You can explain to her, you can translate. Yeah, so we're praying that he can come at least one more time. But just like, Satsvarup Maharaj, I think any day now he's going to celebrate his 85th birthday. I always remember there was an article he wrote about turning 40, and I was going, this is how are people like so old, 40 years old. That was the Krishna conscious movement, 40 years old. It was like, wow, Bhishma. But now, people, Prabhupada's disciples are getting old. And a very amazing thing was done by this devotee. I'll show it to you next time. This devotee in Russia, he's extremely qualified. His name is Madan Mohan. And there's nothing he's not qualified. He's a Sanskritist, he's a manager, he's a preacher. I think now he takes disciples. He dealt with all the political problems of building temples in Russia and thing. And what he did is he collected coins from every single place on the planet where Prabhupada visited, melted those coins, and made a Prabhupada deity in this. Brother, go get it. I want to show people. And a Prabhupada deity in this little box with the pastimes of Prabhupada. And it's so, I love it. Every morning I massage it with oil. I bathe it every morning. I'm going to show you this. And I got it with my name because it was in a box. My name is on it. Okay, give me it. Okay. Okay. You see, it's got, and for me it's the best, because on one side it's got Vrindavan pastimes, and one side it's got Prabhupada in New York. Beautiful. And then, you know, here, take off the garland, because we're going to put him to rest anyway. Take off the garland, just the garland. And then, when you want to put him to rest, go in the drawer below, the box. I want to show them the box too. So this would be my Prabhupada deity, and made it for all Prabhupada disciples. And if anyone wants to get one, they can also buy one.
And I can send a link, and if you buy one, that means you donate one Prabhupada.
If you buy one, you did it.
Is it this?
Yeah. I will give the link if anyone wants to buy it. Now, not only that, look, I got it with my own name, although it's backwards on this. I got it with my own name. It says, gift Prabhupada, with gratitude for your service to Srila Prabhupada. And we got it on the disappearance day. And there's a quote by Prabhupada. And it says, so far as I am concerned, in relationship with my disciples who are so kindly cooperating with me in the matter of my rendering service to my spiritual master, for them, I'm already ready to come back from Goloka Vrindavan, if they are not delivered along with me. I have to say, I almost think, Prabhupada said we should learn Bengali so we could read the Chaitanya Charitamrita. I think the world's going to have to learn Russian now, because the best Krishna-katha now is in Russian. The rasa-katha, philosophical katha, it's in Russian now, the Russian preachers. And I've been lecturing, I told you last week before Prabhupada's disappearance day, every day to 150 people on Prabhupada in Vrindavan. So, exceptional devotion to the lotus feet of the Lord, Bhakti Visheshasya, the lover of the gopis, Gopi-kanta, has a special fruit. Exceptional devotion to the lotus feet. Yeah, okay, you'll put in the is this actually a gift for me?
Yes.
Okay, Bṛhad, you'll put it, and make sure you bring it in tomorrow about thank you so much. What?
This is like a cheese. This is not a paneer kind of,
No, this is cheese. I'm going to eat all that cheese tomorrow. Maybe I'll share, maybe. Does Ananta like cheese?
Yeah.
Okay, because come by about 9 o'clock for some.
I think she will give a little piece for us also. She said she will.
Oh, okay. Okay, you after class, you'll bring it. No, not now, after class. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying about this. I was saying this lady's like a pure devotee. She lives next door, and she just came from Belarus. She comes every year and she brings cheese and then she chants all day. Okay. It's kind of like, I'm joking. You got neighbors like this? Huh? You got. Okay. And Uta was eager to hear about that fruit and about the place where it is enjoyed, which he thought must be in higher than Vaikuntha. Wondering within her heart about these topics, unable to conclude anything at all, she inquired from Śrī Parikshit. So actually, she wasn't a Bṛhad-bhāgavatāmṛta. She was the mother of Parikshit. And then she heard this. And then she what did she hear about? Bhakti Visheshasya, exceptional devotion of Gopi Kanta, the lover of the gopis. So she wanted to hear the phala vishesham. It has a phala vishesham, a special fruit. And she wanted to hear about that and about the place where it's enjoyed. So Mother Uta was uncertain about the identity of the place of Sri Krishna's intimate pleasure pastimes, which he supposed must be more excellent than the majestic kingdom of God, Vaikuntha. Confident of her son's ability to resolve her doubt, she unhesitatingly submitted to him this question. Srimad Uttara Vocha, Kaminam Punya Kartrinam Trilokyam Grihanam Padam Aghanam Cha Tasyodvam Stitaloka Chatustayam. Sri Uttara said, by performing auspicious duties, householders with material desires can achieve the 3 celestial worlds, and persons who have renounced their homes can reach the 4 worlds still beyond those. But when their enjoyment ends, all these people must return to mundane earth. Only a select few of those who have reached the planets of Maha and beyond are liberated along with Brahma. So she goes through all the planets and then says she wants to hear something higher. Okay, Janamejaya, let's see.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Yes.
Thank you for class. Wow. Well, first of all, I'm going to order one of those things as soon as you put it up on the link. That is, thank you for sharing this with us. That is just amazing that they did that. So that's one big highlight. And I just loved, I felt like we were watching a class of the 6 loving exchanges. You're sitting here, you're talking, people bring you cheese. I felt like we're hearing about the pastimes, but then we're seeing it right there in Bṛhad. There you are by the hill. People are bringing you
It's
things.
like that. Huh? What's your town? Hoboken? Where do you live?
I'm Jersey City.
Jersey City. You got You got someone walking in your house with cheese from Belarus?
No, I do
You're
not.
devotee, you chants all day. Never happened there?
That never happens in Jersey City.
It's like the pastimes here. You can't believe who walks in.
It was just really, I feel like Raja's speaking the pastimes, but it's happening right there
Did
in
you
front
see
of us.
her? Were you able to see her face? Or
Yes,
was a little bit...
yeah, we could see her. Yeah, what a humble, sweet. I mean, it was like watching a picture book of the pastimes. There it is in front of us. So sweet.
It's amazing who comes here, who's yeah. And now it's great because Tuba's here. He already walked around twice, enjoying. He was staying with me the first week, and then someone was there. Then when someone left, and he moved up. And Savyasachi, who's up there and helping me, he's also very advanced. I mean, he chants, I don't know how much, but a lot. But he loves to serve the devotees. He really loves to serve the devotees. And he's renounced, but he knows how to make devotees comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he did to this house, because I know, years I didn't have a shower, years I didn't have hot water, the pressure wasn't there, the electricity goes on and off, right? but now he's got 24-hour electricity. The water never stops. But I'm not getting that soft bed. That's my limit.
Yes. No Varanakashi boo bed for you, Mirage. I can't wait to come. I'll be there in January. I'll be
Oh,
coming.
really?
So.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't go to Puri, but I can come to Vrindavan
Yeah.
and Govardhan.
Oh, yeah. We'll have a great time in Vrindavan and Govardhan.
Yes,
We'll have
I'm
a
very
great time.
excited.
Okay,
really
great,
excited.
great.
Thank you, Mirage.
Does Jagannath Priya know?
Yeah, I put it long ago, but I'll put it again. When it first came out,
as
I
long
said,
as
but
she knows. Okay.
I'll send her again.
Oh, no, we'll have a great time. It's even a short time.
Thank you.
Even 5 days here, it's a lot. We can do a lot,
So excited.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Mirage.
Good. Anybody else like to say hello? Gail, you have some question? Gail is not there. Oh my God. Sound like that. Okay. And anybody else like to say hello? Hey, bro. Jai Śrī Radhe. Hey, bro.
Thank you for your class and thank you for Vrindavan-katha.
Okay. She gave the Govardhan Puja class, plagiarized Bhakti Vigyan Goswami. But she admitted it. That's okay. The 7 benefits of the Govardhan Leela. So she knows Jai Śrī Radhe. She just, it's a great idea. She just took his class and therefore the devotees got to, they got to hear something substantial, the 7 different reasons. I like it even better when I'm not there and they do the festivals. It's like they all come up. It's great. November 20th, anybody who could help there, we want to have a nice program for Yogeshwar in New York.
We're going to be at Kentucky.
Wait. Oh, you're going to be in Kentucky again? Who's that
Yeah, we're
next?
going to.
Is that a polar bearian? Is that a polar bearian?
It is.
You know what a polar bearian is?
Polar bear?
No. A polar bearian is someone who's half from Siberia and half from Poland. So her husband is from Poland and she's from Siberia. So he's a polar bearian.
This joke never gets old.
I'm great. Govardhan, Hilton, polar bearian. This is what I do. This is like my katha. Okay, anybody else like to say hello?
Hare Krishna, Gamaraj, Sal Govinda.
I'm Bṛhad.
Thanks for class.
What do you think of Bṛhad?
I just got in the door like 20 minutes ago, Maharaj.
Okay. Okay. All right.
How did I get here, Maharaj? Less than 15 hours ago, I was in Vraj. Now I'm in New Jersey Dom.
Now you have transcendental eyes, right?
Yeah. That's great, Maharaj. Thank you for such a wonderful time. It was great.
Yeah, well, thank you for being such a good pilgrim. That was great.
Well, I stayed at the Bṛhad Sundar. I wasn't so, austere, but it was great.
That ain't the Hilton. I can tell you that.
No, yeah, your place is way nicer, I have to say, yeah.
My place is simple, but the Hilton upstairs, that's something else, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
Hi, Krishna Maharaj.
All right, well.
Okay. Did you show him what you brought back yet, or that's later?
Not yet. I didn't unpack my bags yet.
Okay. He'll be shocked. He'll be surprised. You can't believe it. Okay. Oh, you're so cruel, Bṛhad. Okay. Anybody else say hello?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, this is Krishna-premṇā. Thank you so much for the second part. And thank you greatly for this wonderful murti of Srila Prabhupada. It's such a wonderful gift. Thank you.
Beautiful.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And has melted coins from every single place that Prabhupada. I think the problem was Venezuela. I don't think they have any money left, but besides that. Okay, anybody else? Say hello.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, Tota Gopinath here. So great to see you. Giriraj Maharaj ki jai.
Okay, good, Tota. Very well.
Hare Krishna.
Good. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, this is Malatarada.
Shyam Kishore, Haribol Maharaj.
So nice to see you.
Okay.
Haribol.
Oh, I miss you guys.
Okay. Okay, great. Nice.
Thank you so much for class, Maharaj. We also wanted to share with you that we did a Govardhan Puja in the farm, and we had the goal of making 108 preparations within the whole congregation, but we just made it to 74. So this is our first attempt. So
where was the hill?
What do you mean, Maharaj?
Where'd they make the hill? Your house?
Oh, no. We have a place in the farm that is a common area, like
Okay.
place
And what
to
did Sham
congregate.
cook? What did Sham cook?
I did some simple wonderfuls, paratas, kachoris, samosas, pakoras. And Hemalata,
I made some sweets. So between the two of us, we made 20 preparations.
Yeah.
Wow. And how many did you eat?
I didn't count, Maharaj.
Okay. Did you see that cheese that they brought me from Belarus farm?
Looks amazing.
Yeah, looks amazing.
Her husband made it with their own cow. Shipped all the way here to give to Giriraj. Okay, anybody else say hello? Thank you, nice to see you.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Malati, we have to come and touch base again. Write me another message. We'll try to, okay?
Okay, I will. I have to say your class today and hearing from everybody increased. I am really in pain of separation, so I'm really feeling it. So I'd love to connect.
Okay, say hello to our guest here. This is
Hare Krishna. Oh, Haribol. So sweet. Thank you, Maharaj.
Okay. Haribol. Anybody else? Say hello quickly.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thanks for the class.
Oh, from
Thank you very much.
Vancouver. Okay. Nice to see you both. Okay.
Thank
Hemagori,
you.
any day now. Hemagori.
What's that?
Hemagori's visiting me any day now.
Oh, nice.
Okay, it's nice to see her here. She does well. Okay. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna.
Okay, I'm just going to look at the list, see the rest of the people that are there. Thank everybody for coming to class. I see all the names. Okay, Haribol.